why the Detroit Lions needed to trade for Denzel Mims, or it could have been for another receiver. And like I said before, I believe they dropped the ball not bringing back DJ Shark. Understood he needed another surgery. Maybe they didn't feel comfortable coming into the season, with him. But him and Jared Goff click so well, and knowing what you know about Goff and J-Mo, they ain't clicking right now. And with 6 games, they probably won't click. Probably none the next season. They may never click, honestly. You had a receiver that they could click with, and he went to Carolina for nothing. That to me, it just didn't make no sense. He was very productive down the stretch of last season. Him and Goff had a great rapport. 2 veterans, so they knew what was expected of them. And some people believe the receiving core is enough, even with J-Mo, especially with the connection with him and Jared Goff being an issue. I just didn't feel in the receiver core it still needed somebody else. Josh Reynolds is good in the slot, good on the outside, good guy stretching the field, but you just can't depend on him. He's been broken up a little bit. St. Brown do everything, and really outside of that, everything else is a mystery. Marvin Jones Jr. is not the Marvin Jones Jr. that was here in Detroit. He's not that guy anymore. He may be in danger of not making the roster. He's going to make the roster because he a veteran. But he's not that guy no more. He's nobody that I want to depend on to be my number 1, 2, or 3 receiver. Especially not on the outside. That's just not who he is no more. He can't. Even when he was in Detroit, he had problems with creating separation. Now he older, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's old. Khalif Raymond, to be a speedster, he ain't really made no plays really going down the field a whole lot. He had that big play in Green Bay, but, so you needed somebody else who needed to make a play down the field. And like I said before, even with Jameson Williams, they should have kept DJ Shark. They really should have kept DJ Shark. And I know they want to do some things with Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta and James Mitchell. But you count on rookies and second-year players coming off injuries, and that's who you banking on. So, like I said before, Denzel, it was a lot of, Denzel Mims just wasn't an isolated incident in New York. I mean, Elijah Moore, he wasn't happy there. He got traded to Cleveland. I must have forgot or missed that one. That's going to be a good spot of him if Deshaun Watson can get back into form and they can click. That's great for him. He was a really good receiver at Ole Miss. He was the receiver that made Ole Miss lose the game he did the peeing on the fire hydrant like a boy dog the thing, and then pushed that extra kick back and they lost the game. That's him at Ole Miss. So he wasn't happy, and I think it was another receiver over there that wasn't happy neither. Because Zach Wilson couldn't give him the ball, and then you'd be like, well, he got Aaron Rodgers now, but then you got to remember, they still got Corey Davis. That's who I thought they was going to go after, but then again, he ain't never healthy. And once again, you get Corey Davis, you might as well have kept DJ Shark. Then they brought in Alan Lazard from Green Bay. Then they got Garrett Wilson. So, they got 3 main receivers right there. And there might be another one over there I'm just forgetting about. So, they drafted Elijah Moore pretty early. They drafted Denzel Mims pretty early. And ain't none of them work out. And I know Elijah Moore can play. I know Elijah Moore can play. So we'll see, man. He get a fresh start, 6'3", 4.38 out of Baylor. Baylor big created some really good football players. So I know he can play. So yeah, I know he can play. So Elijah Moore, but I think seeing what Denzel Mims did, he didn't do a lot, but some of the plays he did make, he made some plays underneath. He made a couple yak plays, some plays down the field, but it's hard to get on the field when you got all those receivers young, you don't have a quarterback to get them the ball. And they got some pretty good tight ends. Throw Breece Hall, in the equation. I mean, and Michael Carter in the equation, the back out of North Carolina. So, but yeah, they needed him. with or without Jameson Williams, you needed another guy that can get vertical. And that was Brad Holmes' his first issue when he came to Detroit. He couldn't find another guy that can get that guy vertical. He tried to rush and get Trinity Benson. Tyrell Williams got hurt the first game, so they had no vertical threats. You know, so you need guys not that can just get yak, and you need guys that can make vertical threats. Because if I'm dealing with dudes that just can get yak and do short throws, I'm just gonna play tight and just, you know, play off sometime, and then just try to make sure I wrap up and get the tackle. So they needed guys on the outside to make plays. And Josh Reynolds kind of just being the only guy on the outside that really can make plays over the top and jump ball and all that. They needed to address that. And everybody talking about the kid from North Carolina, like, dude, that dude's like a 6th or 7th round rookie. Do you expect him to make the team? No. No, you don't even expect him to. You don't even expect him to make the team. Maybe he might even, you know, make the practice squad, but you don't really expect that guy to make the team. Come on now. Do we? You don't. You don't. So, you know, Denzel Mims, 4.38, 2nd round pick, 6'3". You know, see what he can do with an established quarterback. But he got ground to make up. You know, and I think they need to kind of expedite him and make sure he get those reps. In my opinion, they need to expedite him and make sure he get the reps. He need to get them reps in camp. And they're going to try to force feed J-Mo as many reps as possible. You know? And, you know, but he need to get those reps because they need them. Because one injury to that receiving core, they going to need to lean on somebody. So, even with Jameson Williams, because you don't know if Jameson Williams and Goff can connect. And Mims got a ways to go. That's why I was kind of like, go get Hopkins. You got money, just pay fucking Hopkins. What's the problem? Pay him. You got what, 2 years, $13 million or something, maybe 13. That ain't shit. Y'all saving money for Teddy fucking Bridgewater, and he ain't shit. He a walking mannequin, a walking broken bones. You could have paid DeAndre Hopkins, him and Goff would have clicked immediately. Because he where he need to be, when he need to be, on time. But that's just my opinion on it. But Mims definitely fit the description of what they need with or without Jameson Williams for the first 6 games. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. You know, hit the link tree. All my links there. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.